Hi, this is Sive Morten with the daily update on EuroFX. I post my exclusive market overviews with the key political and economical events, charts and important levels on the ForexPeaceArmy.com forums weekly. This short video is a response to rapidly changing situation on the currency markets and should help you to stay on top of the game and be profitable. I suggest you to visit ForexPeaceArmy.com forum and read my analysis for the week before watching this daily video.
Welcome everybody, guys. Let's take a look again on the Bitcoin market as usual on Mondays. So on the weekly chart, the trend still stands bullish, at least theoretical by the MACD, but the sharp drop on last week, and you can see was a significant sell-off on Bitcoin market with mostly tail closing, makes us think that the pattern that we have discussed in the previous few weeks, just as the hypothetically, now it's become more real and really could be formed on the market. I'm talking about the possible reverse head and shoulders on weekly and what's more important on the daily chart. Currently, we're still not talking about a possible failure of this pattern and possible worse consequences of this moment. We first just focus on the deeper retracement and forming of the head and shoulders because we're hoping that Bitcoin will be able to hold the bullish trend and rebound with the upward action and then could continue based on this head and shoulders upward action. Well, that's why we do not want to consider currently the failure of the head and shoulders. We will talk about it if a real hazard of this failing will appear on the horizon. Right now we're just talking on a higher degree, higher probability of the appearing of this reverse head and shoulders pattern. Additionally, we could say that if you will take a look at the hash rate average on the market, you could see that hash rate starts to slow down again. And that immediately made impact on the price action. In our recent sentiment analysis on the Bitcoin market that we have posted in our blog dedicated to cryptocurrencies, you could see that this research is not really very big. So currently it's all attention stands to China because the pools that are working in China producing approximately more than 50-60% of all mined bitcoins. And currently we have information that regulation authorities in China starts to close the mining farms considering the hazard of the possible virus epidemic in China, and that's already was some cases of closing big mining farms in China. So of course miners other miners will say thank you because that will free room for more mining opportunities for other pools. But in general, this moment that could impact on the sentiment on the market. So in our research we have taken a look at this problem and also at other problems that stand on the market. But currently, based on our analysis, if you would like, you could read this research on our forum, on our blog. The major idea is that we just worry that government authorities in China could try to use the epidemic as the reason to press on the mining business, because we have mentioned many times already in the previous researches that government in China not likes too much the overall this mining activity in the country, and they every time trying to make the pressure on them, issuing different legal acts that put some limits on the working activity in this sphere. So which I think that could be in general the problem of this. We will see what will happen, but in general, as you can see, it's already that hash rate starts to slow down. That has led to this drop. So on the daily chart, we're returning back to the idea of the same head and shoulders. So although market hasn't shown really big continuation here last week, you can see mostly last week was in tight range. There's no real breakout here to the downside. But we think that this is temporal pause. Here even some pullback is possible, but we suggest that market probably should hit the 80 even area and complete the 618 support, complete the bottom of the right shoulder right here. Because if you'll take a look at the intraday charts, in particular the follow time frame chart, you could see this is our A, B, C top pattern. On a CD leg, market has shown the acceleration. That was actually bullish flag potentially, if you remember, we have considered it, but it has been broken in the opposite direction. This is very strong bearish sign. Also, around 90 even, if you remember, was the confidence support. It's a really strong level, and we actually thought initially that market at least could show some respect and show some minor reaction, something of that sort, but from this point. But as you can see, we talked about it also, that was just minor, just few hours standing in flat action, and market collapsed lower. So currently, market has hit the OP target of this ABC top pattern, showing some kind of the consolidation here. So probably we also could point some minor 618 support level. So we'll take a look from this reaction point. You will see that market here provides another 618 support. That is our major 618 support. And in this point, we could suggest that maybe minor pullback is possible here. But we do not think that it will become the major reversal. The market will start upward action. We think that market probably will drop a bit more to complete the major target at the XOP 1820 that creates an agreement with the major 618 support. That's our primary point to watch for potential taking a long position. At least that will be culmination point, and that will be the point where risk-reward ratio is optimal. It's best risk-reward. Because if market will start to broken below the 618 support, that will put under question existence of the whole head and shoulders pattern, and it will be the challenge of the failure of the head and shoulders. That will be quite different story, because failing of this reestablishing of the upper direction could lead to a significant consequence, and Bitcoin could drop very significantly. That's why we do not consider currently this scenario. We are just watching for a reaching of the strong support and think about taking the long position around this area. Currently, guys, in the current moment, yes, we see some slowdown, downward action. Here on the hourly chart, you could see even good divergence with the MACD. So that is the opportunity for scalp traders. Right on the bottom, you could see a reversal candle. Market is climbing higher, it's coming to the first 30% resistance. Theoretically, we could suggest that it could be action to the confidence around 90 even. So market could retest former broken confidence resistance, confidence support area. So it has been broken without any significant response, any respect, and here market just could retest it before downward continuation. That is, as I said, opportunities for scalp traders, but for us, we are mostly considering higher time frames, 4-hour time frame chart, daily chart. Well, I think that taking into consideration the speed of the dropping here, well, that probably will be just minor pullback before downward continuation. It seems that another leg down has really good chance to happen before the real reversal will follow, or will not follow if market will not able to hold about 80 even. But at least that's really strong level, and that is harmonically potential bottom of the right arm on the daily chart, and it's worth of our consideration. Currently, market stands between the levels, the strong acceleration, temporal pause. Well, it's not sufficient context for taking the long position immediately here.